ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's been a long week. I know you guys are probably anticipating episode 2 already, but here we are with the Graps and Scraps podcast, straight fresh off Double or Nothing and Saturday night's main event. If you guys already forgot, I'm Alwavito Nate Rivers.
And I'm Gianni.
And yeah, we got a bunch of things to talk about this week. Like I said, we're fresh off Double or Nothing. It was last night. We're filming this on Monday, right before Monday Night Raw, and then UFC took the week off too. So there's not much on UFC, but some stuff did get announced, so we could talk all that. So with that being said, what do you want to get into first, Gianni?
Well, obviously, the most eventful thing that's happened since we last recorded, Double or Nothing, bro. We gotta talk about it first, obviously.
I agree, man. And honestly, that I think that as of right now, I'm giving that wrestling pay per view of the year so far. That was a really fantastic show, man. Like I wasn't really supposed to watch it, but someone offered to take my shift at work, so I was able to stay home and watch it. And honestly, it was well worth it, man, because every single match was good. Like the only matches that were kind of like whatever I thought were pretty much just it was really just Athena and Mina Shirakawa. Really, that was just like a whatever kind of filler match. It was still a good match, but that was still just pretty whatever. But from start to finish, it was great. It started with I Quit, man. I was expecting that to be boring, but it actually turned out pretty good. Then go straight into Okada and Takeshita. Oh, dude, Okada and Takeshita, man. You want to talk about that first? Because that was a fantastic match.
I will be always happy to talk about that first, because Takeshita is literally my favorite in AEW right now. And like it fully like the match was exactly what we thought it was gonna be. Like you just knew on paper that that shit was gonna bang, bro.
Ever since they started teasing it, man, I was like, this is going to be match of the year whenever it happens. And like, it clearly happened. And honestly, it might be match of the year so far, at least, because we've had some great matches this year, but so far it's up there. It really is.
Yeah, man. And I like the story after too, cause like Takeshita is one of the OG Don Callis members, and now he's clearly gone. Like, there's no way he's like still in the group. There's no way he's still in the group. Like he for sure got kicked out.
Definitely, and I mean, it makes sense because with how many people are in Don Callis' family, he's expendable. Especially if he's a face, he works best on his own as a face. As a heel, it was fine in Don Callis' family, but if he goes back to being a face, then he works out better when he's alone. And then, not to mention, man, Kyle Fletcher too. Kyle Fletcher returning, taking out Takeshita. That's another great feud. Kyle Fletcher, in my opinion, has probably one of the biggest. Can I say? I don't want to say the term glow up because that seems kind of cringe, but yeah, like the best like the best rising star. There we go. That's a better term. In like the last year, he really popped off. He really came into his own, especially stepping out of Osprey's shadow. So Kyle Fletcher and against Takesha is going to really steal the show this year.
Yeah, because back when he was still in Aussie Open, he just felt like another tag team guy. He just felt like another background character in United Empire. But holy shit, he really like broke out of that. Oh, I'm a tag team guy. I'm just the background guy with this big Mark Davis. Nah, like if he was by himself without the Don Callis family, he'd be perfectly fine.
And it's been working too. The TNT champ, he calls himself the greatest TNT champ of all time, which is a little bit of a hot take so far. But yeah, but honestly, I gotta think more on that before I have a take on that. But yeah, but honestly, he has a case for it. He really does. Then yeah, the feud with Takeshita is gonna be great, especially for the international title, which I think is at a bigger tier than the TNT title. So that's gonna be a great feud too. Not to mention if Takesha's feuding with the entire Don Callis family, the matches he could have with Mark Davis too, because Mark Davis, much like Kyle Fletcher, he's really came into his own as a singles guy as well. So Takesha versus Davis and any other members of the Don Callis family could work out great, especially against Andrade. I didn't even think about that. Takesha versus Andrade, bro.
Yeah, against any of because there's like 30% of the Don Callis family that are like, like Trent, like Rocky Romero. They're like, eh. But with like Andrade, Mark Davis, obviously Fletcher, and I don't know if you know this now, but Volato Jr. is part of the group now. He's part of the Don Callis family now.
Shout out Volado Jr. for real. I worked with him a couple
Yeah,
years ago. Pretty dope guy.
yeah, bro. Imagine that match maybe in
Honestly,
like New Japan.
is Hechiseto still in the Don Callis family too? Because if so, that'd be great as well.
Who?
Hechiseto.
Oh yeah, he's still in the family.
Oh yeah, that'd be great too. If you want to have that on a random collision, that could kick ass too.
El Colon, maybe?
Oh, yeah, Ades, yeah, King Ades. Shit,
Yeah. Yeah, most of the Don Callicals family are pretty good. It's just some
I
of
would
them
even
are
go as
like,
far to say,
whatever.
like even go as far to say, like, you wanna put him against one-on-one with Brian Cage or Lance Archer, that could be phenomenal too.
Yeah, that could be great. Yeah, I didn't realize that that the Don Callis family has, like, pretty good, like, people in it. Some of them are just like, "Eh, whatever."
It's like the modern day NWO, man, and everyone and their mother is joining.
Yeah, like yeah, and I was looking at like, former members, which I still forgot that Powerhouse Hobbs was in the group. I forgot Rouge was in the group
They
at
were?
one point. Yeah, at one point they were.
Oh, wait, yeah, Hobbs, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, but Rouge? I don't remember him in the fucking Don Callis family,
Me neither.
but let's move on from that to more of, like one of the more, like, it was a good match, but it was, like, also just, like, eh, the Cope and Christian match.
It was it had great moments, like, shout out Stoke taking the flaming table spot, by the way, taking that spot, and then it had great moments. It was just like it was a good opener match, but it wasn't like anything to write home about. Like it had its moments, great callback to their careers. Then Christian saying "I banged your mom" on the mic instead of "I quit" was awesome because Christian, we all know, the greatest father figure in the history of the sport.
Yeah, man, like, I think that's, like, the only match I went into being like, "At least it'll be okay. At least the match will be okay, because you can't go wrong with FTR, and you can't go wrong with, Edge and Christian. It's just, like, they're old. It's for me, it's not fun to watch a bunch of old heads fucking, like, throwing hands and getting bricks around their wrists and taking pile drivers, which, like, Edge is on the verge of, like, dying.
It's all for the love of the game, man. That's why I respect Cage and Christian for doing this shit when they're already on the way out, because just for the love of the game, that's what I love about it. We'll say though, I do still love them, always will love them. I'm bored, man. I can't enjoy their match. Like I had it on as the same time as the Thunder and Spurs game, so I was kind of in and out in both, but I was mostly paying attention to the Thunder and Spurs during that by the OKC and 7, by the way. Want to get that? But yeah,
Yeah, I wanna talk about one of my other favorite matches that happened there, which is, Fletcher and Moxley. No, fucking O'Reilly and Moxley.
I'll also be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to that match. That's when I locked in on the Thunder and Spurs because the Spurs got a big lead, so I was locking in to see if the Thunder would come back. But I wasn't really paying attention to that match. But what I saw, it seemed pretty good. Like it seemed like an actually really good match that they gave time to, especially because their match last Wednesday was really good as well. So yeah, I might have to go back and watch highlights on that.
Yeah, they need to invest stonks on fucking Kyle O'Reilly, dude.
I will
Like, he's the best member of the conglomeration.
I will say it's I hot take. I'm taking Roddy over Kyle O'Reilly any day. But I think it's mostly because every time Kyle finally has some momentum and finally some traction, he gets hurt. Like it's hard to invest time and booking into this guy if he gets hurt. And I love Kyle O'Reilly. I love the Undisputed Era. Like it can't really. It's hard to build around Kyle O'Reilly anymore.
Yeah, like, remember in NXT when he, like, broke Solo and he was doing so good, and then boom, got injured, boom, got released.
Well, he didn't get released. He left when his contract expired. But also, which I entirely don't blame him for because NXT 2.0 just really killed it.
NXT was fucking dog shit. But still, like, even at that point, like, he was on like, I was invested when he went solo after he beat Adam Cole, and that, the fuck was the match?
It was. I think it was the 2 out of 3 falls or 3 stages of hell. One of those two.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I was invested in him, and then obviously, the state of NXT made him leave.
Yeah.
And, like, every single time he was and in, like, AEW, every single time he's on the rise, he's, like, kicking ass, he's, like, doing shit, boom, like, snaps his leg or something, tears his pec.
Yeah, it's that's again. I always love Kyle O'Reilly, man. Like I was excited when he went singles. I was like, cool. He should beat Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe won the title back. And then 2.0 happened. He left, and when he went to AEW, he started having the Undisputed Kingdom or Undisputed Elite, whatever. That was a great start. And then he got hurt. Bobby Fish left. Then Cole got injured again too. Did the whole thing with MJF. So Kyle O'Reilly just kind of had a bad. honestly inconsistent booking and just like inconsistent, unfortunate stuff, man. That's really it with Core.
Yeah, but with the match with Moxley though, I think so far we have nothing to worry about because he kicked us. Like, I think it's rare because Moxley's more of a submission guy almost now. He's more of a submission guy almost. He's not really like a brawler like he used to be. He's more like a submission guy.
I would say he's kind of got more well rounded. Like he'll still brawl, he'll still have a good fight, but he'll get more technical too and everything. So I will say he did get more well rounded and all that.
Yeah, he's more versatile.
Yeah,
Yeah, but O'Reilly, I think he's in my opinion, like today in this decade, I think he's probably one of the better technical wrestlers around right now.
that that's not crazy to say. It really isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I can't think of anyone else who would be like at least compared to him. I can't think of anyone.
I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. comes to mind, obviously, and like Nigel
Yeah,
Diaz is still
he's
kicking
like
around
the
too.
fucking king. Zack Sabre Jr. is like the king of technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, but trust me, the match was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's what you can expect from Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly.
That's what I got to go back to, and I think we might have skipped over a couple. I know Mina and Athena I mentioned was kind of just whatever. But wasn't the greatest, wasn't the worst. It was just kind of whatever.
No, I just
Yeah,
it was definitely the lowest match of the card.
for sure. You got to give Athena the whole tournament. I will stand on that. You got to give Athena more, man. Have her drop the title to Mina. Bring her up to AEW. She's the best women's wrestler you got. That's not named Tony Storm or Jamie Hayter or Tekla. You got to use her.
Also, I just remembered something too, because uh, Edge and Christian are tag team champions now.
Yeah,
A couple weeks ago, the conglomeration won a tag team match to challenge for the tag team titles. So that means we're gonna get the conglomerations versus Edge and Christian.
it's probably gonna be Core and Roddy. Which on if that's the case, Jesus Christ, Roddy's gonna kill one of them.
Yeah, Roddy's gonna like take off Edge's head or some shit.
Yeah, definitely.
He's gonna like cave in his fucking skull or something. Like I think we might see Edge actually die.
On the topic of Roderick Strong, there's a current trend on Twitter that I absolutely love. Someone trashes Roderick Strong or talks bad about him, they get instantly hit with the hard ass Roderick Strong edit in response, and it's absolutely fantastic.
The hard ass Roderick Strong edit.
It's usually kill switch engage music too.
That sounds so fucking goofy.
It kicks ass though. Like you're just like, hey, fuck you. Here's why Roddy's great, and it's just a kick ass edit of Roderick Strong.
That's so funny. I gotta look at that. I've never seen it before, but hey, I mean a Roderick Strong edit. Who would have ever thought?
Hey, the Messiah, the backbreaker for a reason, dude. He's got so much tricks in his bag. He's got
Like
enough
I
bags
just
to make Walmart
remember.
jealous,
Wait, he's gonna fucking paralyze Edge with his fucking backbreaker. Holy shit.
without a doubt.
Yeah, Edge is cooked in that match. Honestly, I don't mind if they lose their titles to the conglomeration. I really don't mind.
I will say the one bad thing about Cope and Cage as tag champions, with the incoming flock of tag teams that's more than likely going to happen. I'm talking about the Machine Guns, the New Day. Like, Cope and Cage won't be able to hold their own with those likes. So I think FTR or the Bucks or Roddy and Core would be the better options for when they come in just to have better, consistent matches and everything.
Yeah, that's true. Cause like respectfully, they're just a tad bit washed now. Like they don't hit the same. Although we love them, because I was an Edge kid. I loved Edge. But like still with like if they do actually sign the New Day and the machine guns, the conglomerations, hell even the rascals, like they can't even like they can hold their own, but like it's
It's
gonna
not.
like you won't be looking at them in the matches. You'll be looking at the rascals, the conglomeration. Like I wouldn't be really paying attention to Cope and Cage.
Yeah, same, and that's why I think, like, honestly, what I do, I'd give it like a three-way ladder match or something at, what's the next pay-per-view? Is it All In or Forbidden Door?
I think it's Forbidden Door.
So if it's Forbidden Door, you
Oh,
could get, like, either.
actually, I'd be okay with them losing after Forbidden Door, because what if they get like a tag team from like I don't know New Japan or some shit, and
Yeah,
have
that's the fucking
because
Knockout Brothers, imagine.
yeah, bro, or like the fuck is that group called now? It's like the new Bullet Club, but it's not the Bullet Club, like Unbound Co.
Oh, I got no idea, man. The New Japan,
Yeah,
I'm just not element on.
yeah, they formed yeah, I think they merged House of Torture with Bullet Club to make Unbound Co.
I mean,
And
there's
it's like man, it's like it's pretty good, I will admit, but, like, obviously, you haven't heard dick about it.
yeah, so like I said, I'm not that much expanded into New Japan. I know enough, like, I know who the Knockout Brothers are. I know Caleb Newman's the champ, like, and I know enough about it to converse, but you start going deep and I'm like, "Crap, I don't know what you're talking about."
Also, one thing also I wanna talk about with Double or Nothing, the Will Ospreay and Joe match.
Dude, that was fantastic, man. Well, fantastic might be a little too much. I've been overusing that term just a little bit, but it was still a great match. I knew it was gonna deliver. Then Osprey starting right out with the Os Cutter too. That really kickstarted everything. Using the Styles Clash on Joe as well. That was a great match. I loved it.
Yeah, I think he for sure do you think he is gonna join the Death Riders?
Honestly, I think story wise, it doesn't make sense. Really doesn't. I know he's training with them to get better, but if he joins them, then like, what the hell are you doing, man? They almost killed you. They almost ruined your career. Like, why are you joining them?
Yeah, a part of me is thinking either A, he's gonna, like, find a way to betray them, or he might actually full on join them.
Well, without a doubt, though, I 100% think Osprey is going to win the Owen Hart tournament, which that's a great segue into the next match we could talk about too. The match I was looking forward to the most, besides Okada and Takeshita, Swerve and Bandito. That
My
was,
fucking
dude.
god. Dude, holy shit, bro. I think that might have been I think Konosuke and Okada.
I respect it. I do. But both matches were fantastic, man. And then Swerve and Bandito, once the feud was teased, I was freaking out, man. I almost did a backflip in my living room. Like it was, I was excited for that match, man. And that match turned out to be everything I wanted it to be. Fish from start to finish, absolute graps, man.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Swerve do that weird little promo, and then he pulled out the wanted Bandito mask or, like, the paper, I started doing jumping jacks. My cheeks started clapping, bro.
Okay, okay, bro, chill out there a little bit.
Like, genuinely, bro, I've never been like, all the matches when they got announced, cool, whatever, MJF and Darby, cool, Cope and Cage versus FTR, cool, Stadium Stampede, cool, but, like, how can you go like, there was no way that match could have been bad.
No, not at all, man. But Bandito, he's probably the best luchador in the world right now. Sorry, nope, second best behind Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, probably the best luchador in the world. So anyone he faces, it's gonna be a fantastic match. He faced Amazing Red during WrestleMania weekend. That was fantastic. So Bandito and then Swerve, he's been a highlight of AEW in the 2020s. So just put those two together, man. Magic.
Also, that just gave me some fantasy booking. Imagine Bandito versus Dominic Mysterio.
He might carry Dominic Mysterio to a 5-star match.
Yeah, I think that's just Bandito in general, and Bandito is Mr. like, screw Will Ospreay. Like, Bandito's Mr. 5 star, screw Dave Meltzer's stars. I think Bandito's, like, the new 5-star guy now.
Without a doubt, man. We'll say, man, I think he's at the spot you can take the ROH World Championship off of him and fully use him in AEW now. I mean, you have still have been, but it's okay to take the ROH World Championship off of him now.
Yeah, what's a title that can fit Bandito? Like the
Honestly,
TNT title?
I would say the TNT, yeah, especially with something we're going to talk about later. You could have him face Kevin Knight, be fine too.
Yeah, yeah, that would be pretty good too. I think you can have Bandito fight a baby and it'll be good.
Yeah, yeah. That's great. He could fight my dog. I'll go get my dog right now. Put him on camera and Bandito can give him a 5-star classic.
Yeah, I'll do that fucking German suplex on
Yeah,
your dog.
the 21 plex, man. Shout out to 21 plex too. One of the best finishers in wrestling.
Yeah, that my god, that match was so good. But
Yeah.
let's transition from that to Stadium Stampede.
We're skipping a whole match, but I guess we can. Stadium Stampede, they're always going to be a good time. They're always going to be fun, always going to be enjoyable. There was nothing particularly special about them every year. I mean, last year's was great with the use of bodies on hit the floor, but other than that, Stadium Stampede, Anarchy in the Arena, they all pretty much follow the same formula, and they're always a great time. The Tommy Invincible cameo too, bro.
Nice. Nice. I didn't see much of it, like, to be honest, because I was at work, but was there someone who, like, stood out in the match?
Honestly, I was kinda in and out of it too, but they all pretty much had their moment of shine. Jungle Boy might have killed Mark Davis a little bit because he ran him over with the damn Jurassic Express bus.
Fuck. Damn, they out here committing murder now? That's insane.
The whole point is Stadium Stampede, and then,
Yo, we saw Mark Davis get fucking killed off, dude.
I know Luchasaurus got involved too. Andrade tried doing his thing, taking a selfie with the girls, and Luchasaurus came out with the wig.
What?
Andrade was at the barricade taking a picture. He had the phone and everything. Luchasaurus came out from behind the barricade with the wig, the mask, and the sling, and got the picture instead.
Good lord, I wish Luchasaurus kissed him then. God, that would've been weird. But what's the match I skipped over?
It was the women's match, but we could come back to that. But like I was saying, for Stadium Stampede,
The
everyone
four-way?
shined. There was great cameos. Like I said, Tommy Invincible cameo was dope. I popped hard for that because Tommy Invincible, one of the best independent wrestling social media talent, at least. And then Leo Rush,
Shout out to Tommy Invincible.
Leo Rush having a cameo too. I'm not 100% sold on his gimmick yet, but he's gonna be getting himself TV, which I can respect. So yeah, he had a cameo too. It freaked out Bobby Lashley, so that was kind of cool.
Holy shit, he actually interacted with Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Callback to when he was his hype man.
Hmm.
That was a big callback, but the women's match was the four-way match, right?
Yeah, it was Tekla, Sheeta, Stat, and Hater. Honestly, I feel bad for the women because that was just another throwaway match. Like it was good. It was just another throwaway because it was positioned like in between all the classics and all the great matches and everything. So it just kind of that was another throwaway.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Moso, I apologize to backtrack a little bit, but with the Divine Dominion match, I have a theory that Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor are gonna take the titles off of them. I
That
think they're
that's
gonna beat TJ. I think they're gonna beat TJ easy,
that, that-
and
that's the
then
that's the only other team they really have that's worthy of beating them. Is like, you're not going to give it to the Triangle of Madness. Like I wasn't a big fan of the women's tag titles becoming a thing in AEW because they really don't know how to book the two championships as it is. So having the tag titles too, it's not the greatest idea, honestly.
yeah, yeah. But the four-way match, it was alright also, but it was just alright.
Yeah, that's really it. We'll
Yeah.
say we'll say you got to give my girl Jamie Hater her gold back. She never lost it. You got to give it back to her, man. I've been a hater for a while. You got to give her the title back eventually, man. Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, I feel like if anyone's worthy to take the title off of Tekla, it should be, Jamie Hayter.
If honestly, the way I see it, they're probably either probably gonna put it back on Tony Storm whenever she comes back, or they're gonna give it to Mercedes Monet when she comes back.
I'm tired of them.
I mean, Mercedes is fine. She hasn't won it yet, so she can get a decent reign with it. So it's fine with Mercedes. But Tony, yeah, Tony, she can move on to something else.
Yeah, she needs to win something else, dude. I'm tired of her with the world title, man.
On that note, let's talk about Willow Nightingale for a bit. Another injury, another relinquishing the title, man. That upsets me, man. I love Willow. Willow's been great since she got the spotlight in AEW.
Yeah, yeah, that was really fucking unfortunate. That was
It
really
opens
sad.
up it opens up the door though, in my opinion. I would either give it to either Mina Shirakawa or Athena. They're in perfect position to get it. Preferably Mina, not preferably Athena. I was gonna say preferably Mina, but I'd give it to Athena. I love Athena half since she was Ember Moon. She was my favorite in NXT and my favorite in the main roster. Give Athena something else, man.
Yeah, yeah, like, I think she is probably the most fitting for a TBS title.
She deserves it, man. She's worked her ass off as ROH Women's Champ. She finally needs something else. And like I said, she's probably the best women's talent you got that's not named Tekla. So you got to do something with her.
Yeah, but apart from that, is there any other or do you wanna move to the main event?
I think we covered pretty much everything besides the main event already. Yeah,
But actually, let's revert back. The Rizzler getting the hose, bro.
it's the Rizzler, man. What else can we do?
Yeah, Harley Cameron and Charlie Bravo's girl fighting over him.
Oh, that was the tall chick, Charlie Bravo's girl.
Yeah, yeah, like, they were actually fighting over him, that's insane.
Shout out the Rizzler, by the way.
Yeah,
He's the next big thing in wrestling and in the industry. He's the next best thing in the industry.
imagine if he actually becomes like a wrestler.
Dude, that'd be fantastic. I would buy his first piece of merch ever.
Yeah, imagine him as like TNT champion in like 20 years.
And fucking
Actually,
facing.
in 10 years.
All right, you know what? Brody Lee Jr., the Rizzler, all in 2036 main event.
Yeah, I bet that has to be the match, bro. That has to be the match. With Big Boom AJ as the manager. A
Fucking
double chunk chocolate cookie.
fucking Big Justice. Throwing Big Justice in there too. Triple threat. Big Justice, the Rizzler, and Brody Lee Jr. all in 2036 main event.
Yeah, like Big Justice's spear is gonna be called the chicken bake.
Honestly, that match deserves 5 big booms. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
5
sorry.
big
I'm sorry, that was
boom.
cringe.
Boom. 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 I'm sorry your dad passed away. Boom.
Oh man,
But also with Tim Taylor Promotions, I didn't even know Lee Moriarty was in that fucking group.
it's fitting, dude. STP was one of the best things in ROH before AEW. I'm glad that it's continued. It's still thriving now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad it was on 0 Hour because it would have been lost in the shuffle of like, where the fuck do you put this match?
100%.
Yeah, but yeah, what was the other 0 Hour match? It was like the Death Riders versus the Ops.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was.
That was alright.
I think it was Hook, Bowens, and Shibata versus Claudio, Yuta, and Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, it was alright. It was alright.
Yeah,
Just
that was
you
just
can
whatever.
expect. Yeah, like it's like what you can expect. I'm low key fucking with the Ops now though. I'm kind of fucking with them.
I'm still not sold on Bowens in it. I'm really not.
Yeah, yeah. I think they need like another big name in the group to make it more credible.
Hobbs, you need someone who's like the level of Hobbs, man. I mean, Hook is fine to have. Hook is fine, and Shibata and Joe, but you need someone who's like Hobbs.
Yeah, like Joe can't be the only big one in the
Yeah,
group. Yeah, they need like a bit more muscle because
Jeff
I
Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, put him in AEW and put him in
I
the
want him
Ops.
in AEW, man, but more than likely he's going back to Japan.
Yeah, but actually, I do hope he goes to AEW because
And
I think he's done most of everything. He's done most of everything in New Japan.
or he hasn't been IWGP champ, has he?
I don't believe so.
Oh, there
Maybe
you go.
he has.
He has something to do.
Well, yeah, that's one thing he can do. If they throw him back with United Empire, I'm just gonna be like, it's like the whole Andrade situation again. Cause like I was a little bit I'm like I agree with something that MJF said, like where like he doesn't respect people. I'm gonna like Aleister Black and like Andrade who used AEW as like a stepping stone to get back into WWE, and then they got fired, and now both of them are like Andrade's already back in AEW. Aleister's probably coming back too.
Honestly, I don't see it. I think Alistair is either just gonna roam the indies and trust his school and or just flat out retire and do other shit. Like Alistair, I don't see going back to AEW at all.
Yeah, yeah. Or what if he like becomes like a wrestling promoter? He starts up his own like wrestling promotion. That's cool.
Honestly, it could work. He already trains people. He already has a school. He already does everything. So he doesn't necessarily need to wrestle. And then he is a big video gamer too, so he could Twitch stream. He can make a living off streaming too. I know
I
Selena
love
Vega
his
does.
streams. I love his streams.
Yeah,
Streams are so good. But but yeah, like with Aleister too. But Aleister's one of my favorites. Like I
same
want
man.
to see him wrestle, but like if he retires, you know what? Good for him. If he becomes a Twitch streamer, you know what? Hey, get them fucking subs, bruh.
Yeah,
If he becomes a wrestling promoter, hey, you know what? I feel like he can cook and like booking wrestling.
he really can. But with all being said, we got the one big final thing to talk about on Double or Nothing.
Hmm.
That
Yep,
is
the big match.
the main event, Darby Allin MJF. So it became more clear and obvious that MJF was going to win the match as Darby's reign went on. I'm grateful I got the time. I'm grateful Darby. Well, I can't say I'm grateful Darby almost died because that just sounds completely wrong. But he did almost die like 6 times in that match.
Yeah, he ate shit with that one dive when he landed on like the back of his head.
And the fucking package pile driver on the steps too, man. He took like three drivers and another three insane bumps. Like I respect the hell out of Darby, but you almost die, bro.
Yeah, but I guess it was worth it. I guess it was worth him almost dying over.
Yeah, I guess so then. But yeah, it was a great match. I'm grateful they showed out because I was even questioning like, is this gonna get the usual MJF main event time that all the rest have gone, like the hangman matches and stuff? Like, is it gonna get that amount of time? It went like a solid 20, 30, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought it was because, like, obviously with MJF, you can't just immediately assume, "Oh, it's gonna be, like, a bad match."
Yeah,
And same with Darby in the question, like, it had to be at least a good match.
for sure.
But with the stipulation of the hair versus title match, I think it made it a bit more special.
That 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 stipulation pretty much solidified MJF winning too. MJF wasn't gonna shave his hair. It would have been hilarious, but I didn't think he was gonna do it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, he has movies to make.
Exactly.
Yeah, they wouldn't shave him bald. Yeah, if he got shaven bald and he had, like, a movie role, they 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 would've been pissing, crying themselves.
Definitely.
Like, "Why did you do it, bro?" Like, but solid match, but we gotta talk about what happened after.
That's what I was gonna say. With that being said, man, the big moment at the end of the match, something that I'm pretty sure no one saw coming. Kevin Knight with the frog with take turning heel on Darby Allin when he was already on the stretcher.
Yeah, holy shit, that's one of the more, like, surprising heel turns, like, in recent times. Like, a lot like, you can see a heel turn coming from, like, a mile away with, like, A-Town Down Under, with Jimmy turning on Jay that one time. Some are so predictable. This one, you couldn't have given me so many hints and I still wouldn't have believed you.
The biggest example too, earlier in the night, Kyle Fletcher's heel turn. I was already like, when he came out and celebrated with Takeshi, I was like, he's gonna turn on him. He's gonna clothesline him. He's gonna low blow him. He's gonna do something. He's gonna turn on him. That was obvious, and it happened. But Kevin Knight, like, it audibly got a what the fuck out of me. As soon as it happened, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, I want because for sure he's gonna deliver a promo and stuff like that, which I genuinely because I can't even think of why he did it.
Me neither, man. But for sure, we're definitely gonna get a match versus Speedball. The Kevin Knight Speedball match is gonna be fantastic. I'd have Speedball win, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think, hmm, because the way MJF was like, it was also focusing on MJF afterwards too. I think I'm just using my, like, movie knowledge on how they do movies, but, like, I feel like there's gonna be something between MJF and Kevin Knight because it paid a lot of attention.
Oh yeah, because they've had a couple matches. If I'm not mistaken, MJF and Kevin Knight did have more interactions outside of the matches they have. So I guess it would make sense. Like Kevin Knight might have learned from MJF or something. Because MJF even looks shocked. So who knows? Honestly,
Yeah, do you think it could develop into, like, a team up?
honestly, I wouldn't hate it because I'm not sure on Kevin Knight's promo skills. So if he partners up with MJF, that might help him out extremely.
Yeah, like, have MJF be, like, the microphone guy and have Kevin Knight be, the wrestling guy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because respectfully, I'd rather watch a Kevin Knight match.
I still love MJF, but yeah, Kevin Knight can work with anyone great.
Yeah, yeah, I think Kevin Knight's a bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's Double or Nothing. Now, do you wanna move to Saturday night's main event and my crazy opinion?
Yeah, we can talk about it real quick. There's not really much that happened. We can knock it out real quick.
Yeah, holy shit. That pay-per-view was like nothing. I didn't even hear about it for like 2 days. I didn't even know what happened.
The Saturday Night's main events, man, they're always just whatever. It's always just like TV title matches, but with pay-per-view production and shit. That's really all it is.
Everything in WWE is like I didn't even know like anything. I literally have no idea what happened last week with WWE on the only thing I decently knew of was NXT because that's like the only thing I actually kind of care about in WWE.
We'll say the IC title picture is in a great spot right now, which you could tell because Saturday Night's main event, Penta and Ethan Page put on a pretty good match. So yeah,
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Penta, obviously. But, like, everything else, it just felt like whatever. It just felt like, meh, You can watch the Vision and the Street Profits fight, like, on any day of the week. Like,
And
it's nothing that special.
they've been brawling every week since after WrestleMania.
Yeah, like, give it a rest. Like, I was hoping for the Profits to take the titles off of them,
They're
but
probably gonna
no.
build they're probably gonna build to it a little more 'cause I think Clash in Italy is the last pay-per-view before SummerSlam, right? Or we oh, no, they're gonna have a
Yeah.
pre-show or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the last one until SummerSlam, but
We
might be
have
wrong.
we have, like we have a whole last 2 months. I think we're probably gonna get one more at least, maybe like a crown jewel or something in late June, early July.
Yeah, it just sucks because, in like, on Raw, like, I saw some of the stuff, I can't even remember though, but, like, just nothing's memorable there now, like, nothing. Their pay-per-views aren't even, like, fun to watch. It's not like you watch one of their matches and they're like, "Oh, that's gonna stick with me for at least a couple days."
Yeah,
Now you'll completely forget.
that's the crazy thing too, man. Clash in Italy is this Sunday or Sunday, whenever the 31st is. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday.
That's someday.
Yeah, so Clash in Italy is this Sunday. The card, it looks fine, but nothing stellar.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes and Gunther has to be pretty good, though. I'm excited for that one.
As long as Gunther wins, have Gunther win that, man.
Yeah, there's no way you have Gunther retire, like, 3 legends to have him lose to Cody Rhodes. No diss on Cody Rhodes, but, like, come on.
I think Cody Rhodes is one of the only dudes to pin Gunther, so I mean, it would make sense, but I don't like it, but it would make sense for Cody to beat Gunther.
Yeah, I think it just like, I think it makes John Cena look weak, I think it makes AJ Styles look weak, and I think it makes Goldberg look weak
Man,
if
Goldberg has always looked weak.
well, yeah, but still, for the lore that is WWE, for the book-written fiction that is that is WWE, Goldberg is like fucking Batman.
Fair enough.
But, like, it makes them look like they didn't even exist, which, like, you was like, "Yeah, Cody Rhodes beat John Cena, but John Cena also beat Cody Rhodes."
Yeah,
So it's like it's almost like power scaling in, like, a video game, where it's like, you have this character who's, like, unstoppable, beats all, like, the cool legends and, like, let's say, like, Elden Ring. Like, Gunther is, like, the big boss where every single time you try and fight it, always clears you. But then you have that like, Cody's just that one lucky number where he's like, "Oh, yeah, he was able to beat him one time." But, like, that doesn't say much though, because although, yeah, he's one of the few guys to pin Gunther since he joined WWE.
man. So is
Still,
Ilya Dragunov.
like,
Is that
Gunther's
Ilya?
yeah, yeah, like, regardless on if they pinned him, Gunther comes back and gets his lick back.
Yeah, yeah, good point.
Just fucks them up because I think I like his character that he doesn't take losses well, where he just comes in and, like, because if you remember, he fucking obliterated Ilya,
Oh
like,
yeah,
with that one loss.
great.
Yeah, he obliterated him, and he also Sammy too, obliterated Sammy too.
But that being said, Gunther should definitely win it, but it's more than likely
He
not
needs to
happening,
win.
unfortunately.
He needs to win, like, it's so imagine the promos too. Imagine the shit he would be talking with that title.
That's why it'd be fantastic, man. Especially if they still want to do him versus Gunther at Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah, yeah, that would make it more of a reason for them to fight, you know?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if they're gonna fight, if he loses to Cody, what's there to win? Just bragging rights?
Yeah.
Nah, put a title on him and make him fight Brock. That would
Not
be a
not
pretty good match.
not
But
to
well,
mention,
actually, that would be a decent match.
say that again.
Brock and Gunther would be like a decent match. It wouldn't be good, but
Oh yeah, no, that'd be a house fight. That'd just be like big meaty men slapping meat.
yeah, touching tips.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah, he said, "Oh," he said, "Yeah," for a second.
But
Alright, what else do you wanna talk about?
we can segue a little bit. We mentioned Brock Lesnar. His return last Monday, just out of nowhere, just came back and jumped Obafemi.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was feeling shit with his retirement, but no, all I felt was lies.
Yeah, no, we all got lied to, man. As Stephen A. Smith said, we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, You whatever else he said, I don't know the whole quote, but yeah, just he just completely fooled us all and jumped Obafemi.
Yeah, dude, I literally had a train ran on me of, like, emotions, dude. Like like, it entered through my ass and left my body as soon as I was I because with all the retirements, because Brock's probably gonna retire this year fully, like, fully retire.
100%.
Randy's probably next. Ray's probably next. It's just, like, it's sad to see all the childhood favorites go, and I'm like, although Brock, with his, drama, you can't not be sad that, like, "No, he's gonna leave." No, we although he did some fucked up shit, we still love Brock.
I'll be honest, I never liked Brock. I've always hated Brock since he was a part-timer and last 10 years ago. I've always hated Brock. I went back and watched his, like, 2000 stuff. That's the Brock I liked, but the part-time beast incarnate Brock Lesnar were disappearing with the title. That's the Brock I hated.
Yeah, he was, like, the definition of a part-timer, but I still had to respect the game for
Yeah.
the f for the fact that, like, I can wrestle whenever I want. I don't have to wrestle every single week, and he was the literal physical embodiment of a part-timer.
No, Roman Reigns is doing that exact shit, but that's a we'll wrap up Oba and Lesnar real quick, then we'll segue into Roman and Jacob. But what I feel like, I don't think Oba should lose at all to Brock, but I feel like to to advance it, he probably has to either take a DQ or lose somehow to get a third match if they want to go the route of Oba retiring Lesnar. So you could get like a no contest or some shit, like just them beating the hell out of each other. They break the barricade and lose on a double counter or something, and then do a third match. Like something like that works. Keep Oba strong. Don't have him take a pin or or clean loss.
Yeah, I think the stakes are pretty high because no one wants Oba to take a pin.
Yeah,
Because that kind of although it is Brock Lesnar, it still does a little against Oba if
that's
you
what
were
I'm
to
saying.
take
Like
a pin.
that's what I'm saying. Like something like a double count out works perfectly. Like it'll show Oba's still strong, or like and like so it's just something simple like that. Like don't have him get pinned, don't have him get submitted, nothing.
Yeah, because if Brock gets pinned, it'll feel like just another retirement. He'll probably actually retire, but then he'll probably come back again. And if Oba loses, it it kinda hurts him a little bit
Yeah,
because
it really
all
does.
this time of doing the Oba Open Challenge, like, he's been killing it, like, he should've fully retired Brock, but I guess he didn't, so it would be probably best if it's like a DQ or no contest, because no matter what you do, if either or wins, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's again, like I said, perfect. Like you could have them start the normal match on Sunday, then they just start brawling outside the ring. They could break the barricade, break the announce table, whatever they want to do, and then that builds to a last man standing match or something.
Yeah, yeah, and for how good it can be,
Yeah.
it's Brock Lesnar, so
But with that being said, we could go back to what I just said. Roman and Jacob, tribal combat this Sunday. I feel like this is for sure the end of the feud, no matter who wins. Well, I mean, if Jacob wins, they'll probably do one more. But if Roman wins, it's probably gonna end the feud.
yeah, probably, but, like, I want Jacob to win, but I feel like he won't.
It's Roman Reigns. He's the moneymaker for WWE. He's gonna win for that entire reason. Even though they are
Yeah.
building Jacob like $1 million, so a loss would hurt Jacob a lot. But it's nothing we can do, man. It's gonna be Roman Reigns all over again for another 5 fucking years.
Yeah, and, like, in that case, I've been trying to think, like, if Jacob can't do it, who can? I legit have no idea who can.
Me too, man. Biasly, I'm saying LA Knight because he really benefit off that, but they're not gonna do that either.
Yeah, if I wanted to really if you asked me, like, a year ago, I would've said Sami Zayn. If you ask me now, I would've said, I'm actually trying to think of someone.
Honestly, I'm okay with it being Sammy as long as he's doing something fresh in between. Like, if you wanna turn him heel again on SmackDown, just have him do that for a bit, then reignite the feud with, Roman again for at least one match and have him win, then it works out, get the fans behind him once again, then it might work out, but they're not the biggest Sammy fans right now, so
Yeah, I'm pretty confident, though, that Roman is gonna win. 'cause the Usos are gonna get involved. I know they are.
100%.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the reason why he wins. Unless they, like, turn on Roman, which could happen, I guess.
I just don't want any more Uso versus Roman matches, dude. Those haven't been good since the pandemic, and they won't be good again,
Yeah, I think low key, I don't know why, but it feels like Vince McMahon's back.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it feels like he's back. It feels like he's lurking in the shadows as, like, this, like, secret villain who's, like, controlling everything, like, Triple H is his puppet. Like, it's
Eh,
just like, like, it's so boring. Like, how many times do we have to see Roman and the Samoan family do the same matches over and over?
I don't know, man, but there's nothing we can do. Just gotta fucking you don't have to watch. You can watch it. Who cares? I really don't care, but I just really
Yeah.
want Jacob to win. I really want the title off Roman so he gets something else again.
Yeah. Imagine how good of a champion Jacob could be. Imagine the matches he can have.
Exactly my point.
Yeah, he'd have so much more fun matches, so much more entertaining matches than that. Although Roman is good, like, he's not as fun to watch as Jacob Fatu.
He's not like he can have good matches, but he's never there consistently. That's the problem.
Like, something I would do if I was in charge and I had Jacob as my world champion, the first person I'd have him, challenge against would be, Braun Breaker.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
and
that'd
I
be the
think that match, yeah, would slap.
that'd be the perfect way to kickstart like a new generation of rest of WWE too. You got Jacob, Braun, then you bring Dom into the world title picture too. Like you got plenty of options if Jacob's champ.
Yeah, also one thing I figured too, because of how many times, like, you know, Drew is champion, Cody is champion, Roman is champion. I think with Jacob, it gives more opportunity to, like, guys like Ilya, Carmelo, Trick.
Now,
Hell, we might even see, like, Johnny at some point now.
now you're getting at what I'm saying. Roman is bad for the business, and well,
Yeah,
he's
because
good. He's both good for the business and bad for the business. But
yeah, because the title feels like a big boy title, like, you have to be, like, 6 feet tall and, like, shredded and, like, a giant name, but, if Jacob's champion, it gives so many opportunities, because, like, if you were to pair Carmelo against Roman, that's not fair.
yeah,
If you can
exactly.
if you would if you would put Dominic over with Roman, that's not good. But if Jacob's champion, that leaves so much more opportunities. Hell, he can even defend his title against Tozawa, and I'd watch it.
Yeah, exactly my point. Well, with that being said, Clash in Italy has a couple more matches too. We didn't mention. I know it's a result after Saturday night's main event too. Sol Ruka getting another shot at Becky Lynch. Not expecting Sol to win, but I am expecting at least a good match between the two with Becky obviously winning.
Could see Soul winning because 'cause they're investing a lot in it into her. I could kinda see it.
See, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I am not entirely sure it's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. Although if you keep the title on Becky, that makes the title because I didn't buy it when she said, "This is like" I don't know exactly what she said, but she said, like, "Oh, this is the most prestigious title," and I'm like, "No, it ain't."
I mean,
But
it's got better booking than the women's title. Liv Morgan won it. She hasn't done shit.
holy fuck, you're right. I forgot she was champion. See? This is the WWE product. It's not memorable right now.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
it
even
really is.
I forgot she was champion. Yeah, and also I just realized too, I forgot that the Royal Rumble happened too.
That's how Roman got the world title shot. But
Yeah, it's just the WWE product is just so, like, whatever. Like, you watch it and you're like,
there's some bright spots, but then it's still really just forgettable. Like there's some things you can enjoy. Like as much as I hate the bloodline, I have been enjoying the way they've been building Jacob. I have been enjoying Becky Lynch as champ. So there's parts to enjoy, but there's more parts there that suck.
yeah, yeah. One positive in WWE though, that I will say that I think you need to maybe watch a little bit is NXT.
I I I kind of keep tabs on it, but it doesn't start live here for some reason. It starts an hour late, so
Yeah.
I really don't like watching when it's out of sync.
Yeah, because, like, I'll be on Instagram and I'll see the results already, and I'm like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
Because I don't mind spoiling myself for, like, matches and shit like that, but, like, mainly 'cause it's WWE, but NXT, I just feel like it's the better promotion now. They have, like, more young guys that are like, Mason Rook is more fun to watch than Roman Reigns.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it's just there's so much more interesting stuff going down in NXT right now. And not to mention my new favorite in NXT, Cam Hendricks, bro. He's my new
Eh,
favorite.
isn't that Maxine Dupree's boyfriend?
Yeah. Yeah, he's very, like, OG, Carmelo Hayes.
Huh. All right, I gotta check him out then.
Yeah, his entrance is good, his theme song's good, his moveset is really good. Yeah, and he already has a, like, nickname because you know how in, like, w when coming up, you don't have, like, a nickname that, like, strikes. Cause like, even Mason Rook has a nickname now, his name's The Tank.
Accurate.
Yeah, which, accurate. Cam Hendricks is Showtime.
I dig it.
Yeah, and with LFG, because I watched the first season, Booker T said he gives off The Rock.
Yeah,
That his, like, physique, his attitude, the way he wrestles, looks a bit like The Rock.
I gotta check him out for sure. Then I gotta see what I gotta see.
Yeah, his match his match with him and Mason Rook versus Tony D'Angelo and Miles Bourne, they actually won,
Huh. All right.
but he stole a win from Mason Rook. Mason was, like, destroying Tony and Miles, and then Cam just slides in and steals the win from him, and he literally says, "Cry about it," and Mason, like, whoops his ass.
Huh. All right. Then I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
gonna look that up later and check it out.
Cam Hendricks is so fun to watch.
All right.
He's really good. Yeah, just try and take away from the fact that he moves like The Rock. He moves just like him.
Isn't that really a good thing? Because the Rock had great star power, Rock could talk and everything. So that's I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, cause like, I don't wanna watch him and think of The Rock,
Yeah, fair.
cause he is genuinely, like, really good. Like, genuinely, I think like, personality, he gives off Carmelo, but move-wise, he's kinda like Trick almost.
All right. Well, yeah.
Like, imagine Trick with Carmelo's, like, old heel persona he had when he was in NXT.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. So I'm telling you, NXT banger right now. And also to all the fans, like, stop bullying Mason Rook. Fuck off.
Yeah, just stop.
Like,
He's big.
he's not the only fat guy in WWE. Like, Bronson Reed's still there. He's injured, but he's still there, and y'all ain't calling him
Bronson
fat.
Reed actually posted a picture. That dude looks fucking jacked now.
Well, yeah, but like Keith Lee was still in the company, and they had him wear a singlet. Like, they made him wear that because he was fat, and they're like, "Oh, why is Mason Rook wearing a singlet? Bitch, he's been wearing a singlet."
Yeah, the one thing I don't like is I'm not sure if it was a WWE call or his call. The loss of the mullet is it kind of kills him a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he looks like a baby with that haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah, which I also found this out too. He's 29.
yeah, he still got some time then.
Yeah, but he looks like a whole ass baby with that haircut. I miss the mullet. The mullet was such, like, a personality trait to him.
But
But oh yeah, I also forgot, Naraku made his debut.
yeah, he just squashed Lindsay Dorado. No,
Nah, I think it was Axiom.
it wasn't Axiom.
It wasn't? Because there was a luchador, I know it was,
I think it was Lindsay Dorado.
was it? I thought I saw Axiom's mask, but
I think it was
maybe I
Lindsay.
missed. Well, RIP Lindsay.
But
But yeah,
one,
that's everything with WWE.
one quick thing on Naraku. I know he's been using the STO as a finisher for years. Needs to change it up a little bit. It just looks a little weak in WWE at least.
Yeah, that was his finisher, right?
Yeah, that's like I know he's been using it for years, and I respect that. He just needs to change it up a little bit. Like even if he turns it into a flatliner, it could work out better.
Yeah, Loki looks a bit boring. He needs something that like makes him look unique. But that finisher, it just doesn't make him look special.
With all that being said, though, we're getting close on an hour. Primarily wrestling talk. UFC did take a little bit of an off week, but they do have a fight night in China coming up. We could talk about that real quick. It's another basic fight night card in China. A couple of Chinese fighters, come American fighters. Main event is Song Yadong and Davis Figueiredo. That should be a really good fight, at least. Someone might get finished.
Yeah, I have nothing to give on that. I don't watch fight nights. Well, actually, sometimes I watch the most recent fight night.
I'll monologue then. I'll do this myself. So, what I
Yes,
saw on the
Papas.
card was Song Yadong, Davis, and Figueiredo is the main event. Zhang Ming Yang is coming back after being embarrassed by Johnny Walker. He should easily win over Alonzo Minifield. I saw who else did I see? I saw Alex Perez is taking Sumadarji on too. That one should be a fun fight. I'm going to Alex Perez on that one though, just because of his grappling advantage and his experience advantage. Let me pull up the card real quick. Sergey Pavlovich is Taliesin Teixeira too. Pavlovich is going to win that. He's going to probably batter Teixeira. Kaya Sakura moving up to bantamweight. Honestly, he's probably going to finally get a win because Kaya Sakura I thought is a really good prospect still, so he can finally get a win in bantamweight. Muslim Salikov and Jake Matthews. That one should be a good striking fight, but I'm gonna go Salikov. Like I said, Perez and Sumidarji. Other than that, nothing really of note to the card on the prelims. It's just basic prelims. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're closing in on an hour, so we got to wrap it up. Pretty much hit everything though. We hit AEW, we hit WWE, hit a little bit of UFC. Anything else you want to talk about real quick?
I mean, I remember something you wanted to talk about. House of Glory. Talk about that for a minute.
That I did. I want to go more in depth though. We'll save it for the third episode and all that because I want to go more in depth. I want to talk about it. We're getting close on time now, so
Hey, y'all. I'll stay in tune. We're gonna talk more about independent shows because I don't think there's anything really special apart from Clash of Italy coming up. Anything really AEW wise coming up. So maybe next episode is like an indie episode.
yeah, that probably would be. We'll still talk the big WWE, AEW like usual too. And because I know there's a
Obviously.
bunch of UFC fight nights going on too. So
Hell yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing else to really talk about because kind of it was kind of a both eventful but also an uneventful week. Like
yeah,
not much UFC talk, not much the WWE talk. The main talk is like AEW right now.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, with that being said, I think we're okay to wrap it up. Like I said, we got a little close on time there, but great episode. I thought it went well. We pretty much knocked out everything.
Hell yeah, man. Cause I think it's just fun sitting down talking about just like what we think of wrestling. Cause like I think it's fun to just express like no offense on like any of the product, but like I think honesty is key with this type of shit.
For sure, man. We all know WWE's in a bad spot. Like I even said it when I did my TikTok yesterday. P1 Sports 8 on TikTok. By the way, I do post some stuff. I even said it. We all know AEW's in a better place than WWE. Even if you don't want to admit it, it's just the truth.
Yeah, but no, this WWE, they're making their fucking bag, so good for them.
But with all that being said, I think we can officially wrap it up. Once again, I'm Alavito Nate Rivers.
And I'm Gianni.
Yeah, I think that's it from us.
Peace.
Watch out, you're in the zone now. Watch out, they taking notes now. Watch out, they're trying to define.